What's up, guys, and welcome to my channel. You're watching another episode of Izzy's Review. Today we're going to review one of my favorite products thus far, PB Fit. All right, this is a powder-based peanut butter. Okay, so basically, after my research, I've come to find out that they take peanuts, press the oil out to give us this powdered form peanut powder. Okay, so I love this because I can add it to my smoothies and not have that nasty sticky residue. Makes cleaning easier for my smoothie blender, and it also only has 2 grams of fat per 2 tablespoons. So if you love peanut butter in your smoothies and you don't desire all those calories and extra fat, this is the product for you. No, this is not a sponsored video, but I do like to give you honest reviews about products that I use, even though you didn't ask for it. Okay, so I do want to share that there are 8 grams of protein and 3 grams of sugar. So to me, that's not bad. I'm going to show you how I make my signature smoothie using this PB Fit. And I also want to let you know that I do use protein powder in my protein shakes. This is a protein powder that I got from Aldi. So don't knock it. I like it. It has 2.5 grams of fat, which isn't bad, but I really like the fact that it only has 2 grams of sugar per 2 scoops. And 2 scoops is 1 serving, which has 30 grams of protein. So it doesn't taste bad. It doesn't have an aftertaste. It's called Elevation. You can get this at Aldi. I recommend it. And this PB Fit, I got this at Costco. It tastes good. Doesn't have a lot of calories. It doesn't have a lot of fat. And it makes smoothie making super easy. So sit back, relax, and get ready to try my yummy smoothie. Okay, so in addition to 2 scoops of my PB Fit and 2 scoops of my chocolate protein powder, I also do a banana, 3 strawberries, and just a handful of blueberries. Only for this particular smoothie because it's a high protein. I do it as a meal replacement, and I don't want the fruits to outpower the taste of the chocolate and the peanut butter, but I do want to make sure I'm getting some additional nutrients outside of just the protein and the peanut butter. So this serving that I'm making is for 3 people to get enough for an 8-ounce smoothie. So that's why I do a berry per person, an entire banana, and a handful, I just stick my hand in there, of berries. So I take the time to talk about the banana because, guys, a banana can have as much sugar as a can of soda. So if you're really watching your sugar intake, it's good to know that bananas have a lot of sugar. So if I'm making just 1 serving of a smoothie, or I know I'm going to be consuming more than 1 smoothie that day, I'll cut it in half. This one's kind of large, so I would probably do this in 3s, about that much per serving of my smoothie, just because I don't like to consume a lot of sugars. I do want to get the nutrients from the smoothies and the fruits, and I do sometimes put spinach. For this particular video, I'm not, because I want that chocolatey taste. And I guarantee you, like, when I drink my smoothies every day, my skin is shiny, it looks youthful, I don't have any makeup on, so it is a life changer. So here we go. We're going to jump right into making the smoothie. Okay, so before we actually jump into the video of making the smoothie, I do want to point out a few more things. I'm so sorry. So I did forget to mention that I use almond milk in my smoothies. This almond milk is from Aldi, and it is just the Aldi brand. and the vanilla or the non-sweetened or the plain, they all work fine. This is just what I happen to have in my fridge at the time. And if you want your smoothie to taste extra chocolatey, I do recommend using like a cocoa powder. This is unsweetened. And I do have people in my home who have allergies to chocolate. So when I'm making smoothies for the family, I don't use cocoa. And I also don't use my chocolate protein powder. I have a vanilla and I have a strawberry. So I'm always mindful of that. I use agave as sweetener. For me, I don't really require a sweet smoothie. I feel like the banana and the strawberry and the blueberry sweeten it enough. But for the children in my home, if they're wanting a treat before bed or like a little snack, I will put a little bit, maybe a spoonful or two, here we go, of the blue agave, again, from Aldi. Lastly, I want you to see the cup that I use for my ice. I'm not a big measuring freak, but I do like consistency. So this is the formula that I use. When I'm making enough for 3 people, I do 2 cups of ice. This is just your average mug. I want to say 8 ounces, but I don't want to lie. Just your average coffee mug. I fill this up with 2 cups of ice. Then I take this same cup and I fill it twice with the almond milk. So 1-to-1 ice to almond milk. If I want to take the portions down, I would do 1 cup of ice, dump it in the blender, 1 cup of almond milk. But again, this recipe is for 3 people, enough for 3 people to drink 1 full glass of smoothie. So we have our almond milk, we have our ice. Then I add my fruits. I'm going to put my entire banana because it's 3 servings, my handful of berries, and 1 strawberry per person. I'm not going to add my cocoa because of the chocolate allergies. I'm going to put a little bit of the agave. But most important, I want to show you the consistency of this PB Fit. So this is just a protein scooper that I took out of one of my empty containers of protein powder, and I use it to measure the powder. So I round it off, and this is how I use my scoops. 3 servings for 3 people, so I'm going to use 2 scoops of this because I really enjoy the peanut butter taste. Look at that powder. I was like, whatever, that's going to be nasty. Nobody wants powdered peanut butter. It's good. And just because I like to experiment, it says that you can turn this into peanut butter with only water. So I took a small bowl, put a scoop of powder, added some water, and voila, it really did have the consistency and the taste of peanut butter. So let's jump right into making that smoothie so you can see what it looks like. All right, guys, I have everything in the blender. My 2 cups of almond milk, my 2 cups of ice, my 2 scoops of PB and Fit, my, what is that stuff called? Protein powder, and the fruits that I showed you earlier. All right, I'm gonna blend it up and show you what it's like. All right, guys, I have blended in my blender for about 30 seconds. Look how good and yummy that is. And I'm going to pour it into my cup. Bon appetit. Is that how you say it?
Bon appetit.
Bon appetit. Cheers.